All right, and welcome to Fangirl Friday, which is where I get to interview all of my friends because I have tons of friends that own businesses. So here with me today is Laura Noyes. Hey, Laura.
Hi, Jen. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. And I actually work for Laura. So Laura, which is really fun. Laura, tell us what your company is.
Well, we own Riverside Food Tours, and what we do, we actually just celebrated our 5-year anniversary.
Oh,
So
I
we're
didn't.
throwing
We didn't have a party.
well, you had a Christmas party. That's good enough.
Okay, fine.
No, anyway, so what we do, a Riverside Food Tour is a 3-hour culinary experience. We go to 6 different restaurants. You're on a personal guided tour. Well, I shouldn't say personal, where you could be with 10 or 12 other people, but it's not just about the food. You see a lot of the city, you learn the history, it's fun, you can order drinks, and it's kind of like an insider's view of the restaurants.
Mhm.
And it's nice too, because when do you have the experience to visit 6 different places?
You don't.
You might have read about these restaurants and thinking one day I want to get there, but I always say a food tour is like speed dating for
Right.
foodies.
It is like that. Well, and you have like a lot of different tours. Now, the one I do is the Saturday brunch tour a few times a month, and I really like that one. But you don't only do like downtown and OTR of Cincinnati, but you also do like Covington too.
Right. Our very first tour was the Main Stress Village tour, and that's
I need to
Saturday
sign up
morning.
for that and take
Yeah,
that.
in fact, I'm hosting that one this week. And then
Nice.
we have, in the spring, we have, let me turn my phone off.
Sure.
We have a Roebling Point tour that's fun, Roebling Bridge. And I'm trying to resurrect my Madison Avenue Sunday morning tour.
Oh,
You
that'd be
know,
fun.
yeah. So it's kind of building back after COVID.
Yeah.
And it's not so much on our end, it's the restaurants getting staffed and up and running and able to host our tours.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
each of the tours consists of like 5 or 6 different restaurants and
Mhm.
tastings, but they're
Mhm.
like pretty big sizes. If anybody's ever been on a food tour, you don't usually get like 5 or 6 restaurants, and it's like more than a tasting, I feel like. It's a lot.
It's a lot, because I'd rather see people have to take a doggy bag than go away
Right.
empty. And we
Right.
do have people that do food tours all over the country, and they say, I can't believe how much food you guys give, so much
Well,
more.
I've done them all over the world. And one of the reasons like why I wanted to join you was you not only get you get the history of the food, not just trying the food too. And you do a lot of restaurants that I had never tried also.
Yes.
But I've
Yeah.
only been on like a few of the tours. Is it mostly different restaurants?
Yeah, we try not to repeat the restaurants because we have a pretty big fan base, and a
Right.
lot of our guests do multiple
They
tours.
do. That's true.
So why would you want to sign up and go to the same restaurants?
You
So
wouldn't.
yeah, so I'm real close to bringing back the wine and dine and over the Rhine on Thursday evenings.
That'd be
So
fun.
that'll be fun. And it's fun for the guides to do different tours, because I know you only do them twice a month, but for the guides that do, like Jackie, that does 4 or 5 tours a week,
Yeah,
it would get boring doing the same one. So it's
that's true.
fun, yeah, to visit all the different restaurants, and you have to learn a lot of more stories.
That's okay. The stories are interesting though.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the Sacred Beast is one of the restaurants that we go to on the brunch tour. And like, ever since I went with you to learn how to do the tour, I'm like there every week. It's like my
I
favorite
know.
restaurant. And I never, I know everybody knows, but like, I never would have been there, had I
Right,
not
right.
gone on the tour. So,
And it's good for people that are just moving into the neighborhood
mhm,
or new to the city,
mhm,
because you're spending 3 hours with a local.
right.
So I know you do this. You share a lot more about your favorite places. And
Right.
hey, I know we're not going here today,
Right.
but another time, try this place, try that place. Or
Well,
this is
I
a
want
great
them to come
neighborhood.
back. I mean, I want them to move to Cincinnati or move from the suburbs into the
Yeah,
city like you did. I mean,
yeah,
was that
yeah.
the whole reason you started it?
Well, we moved to the city
Hmm.
because by the end of 2018, we were so busy. I was driving back and forth from Harrison sometimes twice
Oh,
a day. And I
Oh,
just thought, this is crazy. I'm spending 2
that's
hours on the
far.
interstate. I might as well just live down here.
Right.
So yeah, it's been a good move. So it's
I
fun.
didn't realize that you lived in Harrison while you still started this. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for the first 3 years. But by then we were empty nesters. There was no reason to stay in Harrison.
Right.
And a lot of our kids are in northern Kentucky. So
It's closer.
it's close.
Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Why don't you tell us about the new tour?
Oh, the Foods of Cincinnati tour.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you went on that. You can put your 2 cents in too. But yeah, I had a big part to play on the cooking channel
Mhm.
when they decided to do a segment, Bizarre Foods, Delicious Destinations in Cincinnati. And it was really fun because they contacted me and said, well, what's the iconic foods that Cincinnati is unique to?
We have so many, and people don't realize so much history that we have here in Cincinnati. And it's
Yeah,
all connected to food and beer.
yeah. And
Yeah.
all these foods were brought by German immigrants or
Right.
European immigrants, I should say. And so we worked out the segment. I was on it a lot, which is nerve wracking.
You're famous. We should get your autograph.
Yeah. But anyway, after it aired this winter, I think it was January, February,
Mhm.
we got a great response. And I thought, why not recreate that tour? Why not go
Yeah.
to 5 of these places that was on Bizarre Foods?
Right.
So that's what we do. And that's Friday afternoons at 1 o'clock. It's a streetcar / walking tour.
Nice.
And you see the Central Business District. You go to Findlay Market. And you were pretty full, weren't you?
Yeah, it was so full and it was so good. And we went to 3 places I had never been before,
Yeah, yeah,
which was awesome. And that they're on my list now to go back, especially that candy shop. I love
yeah.
that candy shop.
Yeah, Peter Mingus and Sons. We'll give a
Mhm.
plug for them. Oldest candy store in Cincinnati. Yeah, so it is fun. And also, it kind of took us over to the west side of Cincinnati, up and down Elm Street, Pike
Mhm.
Park. Beautiful architecture over there.
Yeah, I learned a lot
Yeah,
that
me too.
tour. Yeah.
Me too. Researching it.
That's
So
funny.
anyway, yeah.
Now I know, I mean, obviously, like I'm a real estate agent and most of my friends are realtors and you can do gift cards and stuff for clients for
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah, I think a gift card to Riverside Food Tour is a perfect thank you note to any
It's so much
client.
better than, I
Yeah.
mean, giving somebody a gift of an experience, especially if they're a client that's like a foodie or a history buff, they're
Yeah.
gonna love it.
Yeah, because as I said earlier, they're going to local restaurants. They're going
Right.
to learn the neighborhood. They're going to learn
Yeah.
the history. They're spending 3 hours with one of us who we know Cincinnati like the back of our hand.
Right.
So, I mean, I think it's a perfect closing gift.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you do that? In
Or just
fact,
any gift, anytime when you're giving
Yeah.
gifts. Yeah.
Yeah. But Jackie actually had realtors on her Sunday tour who were trying the tour out. And then they said, oh, from now on, this is going to be my gift.
That's
to
awesome.
clients. Yeah. So, yeah, that's fun.
That's so fun. That's cool. Well, if people do want to go on the tour or they want to give a gift, what's the best way to get in touch with you? Is it just the website?
Well, yeah, the website is riversidefoodtours.com.
Mm-hmm.
There's my email address, my phone number, the office number. So yeah, all you have to do is do that. You can click the link to give certificates. You can click the calendar. I always tell people, they go to our homepage and there's like 10 different tours. And they're
Right.
like, holy cow, which tour is for me?
Right.
It's easiest just to click the calendar and look at the date. And then
That's a
see
good
what
idea and
tours
see
are
what's available.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a really good idea, actually.
Yeah, and then go back and read the description. So
Well, you also did during COVID. I liked you were at Findlay Market doing like spotlights on the different.
boy, that was saved me for those 3 months I shut down. I was going stir crazy like everybody
bet.
else, except realtors. You guys are still busy.
Right, we were busy. Yeah.
But no, I went with my little iPhone and just did, minute videos of every single vendor in that market and posted it to YouTube, the Riverside Food Tours YouTube channel. And I got to know the vendors. People staying at home got to know the vendors. There's a Findlay Market app where you can shop online and pick the stuff up. So that helped, I think, support that.
Right.
So it was a win-win situation,
Yeah, I learned a lot from that too. Like there's so many cool vendors there that you don't really talk to them about their story. So it was fun to hear you telling their story and the history of it.
Yeah, and I do want to mention one more thing, Jen.
Sure.
There are people who are not ready to go out in big groups, like 10 or
Okay.
12,
Yeah.
public tours, groups of that amount of people. So you can book a private tour. All you need
Nice.
is 6 people. And we can
Oh, that's not that
customize
many.
it. No, it's easy to get 6 friends or family. And we could recreate the brunch tour just for your family.
Mhm.
Or if you go on the website, we get some really cool ideas like lunch and shopping and OTR, or pizza and beer, or happy hour cocktail, or just a Findlay Market foodie tour, sweets and treats for kids. So that, or, we'll just do whatever you want to focus on.
Nice.
And so the cost is dependent on the time frame, how many
Mhm.
restaurants, how many drinks, etc.
Mhm.
So it's really fun to
So they would
personalize
just,
their tour.
yeah, that would be fun. So they would just reach out to you on the
Yeah,
website if they want to do something like that.
yeah, yeah.
That's so fun. I love being a tour guide. It's fun to meet people. It's fun to learn the history, and food is really the way to people's heart, you know?
It
Like,
is. It connects everybody. And I'm
yeah,
sure you've seen on your food tour, you can have a bunch of strangers, and at the end of the tour, they're exchanging numbers.
right,
They're going off
exactly.
to bars afterwards.
We're also
I'm never
forcing,
invited, but they're going.
I know, wait, oh, I never get invited, I just go. That's the
Yeah,
trick, Laura.
that's a trick.
Yes, exactly. Well, I really appreciate you being on. And again, the website is riversidefoodtours.com if anybody's interested. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jen. I appreciate you.